Good morning, wing women. Welcome to Motivation Monday. This is like atypical for me. I'm actually filming this at 9:35 and I'm supposed to have this to you at 9:30. So I apologize. Things finally caught up to me and I haven't been ahead this week. So here we are. Even though it's a little bit late, I freaking got you. I'm going to make sure I get this out to you as soon as possible. So what we're going to talk about today is putting it on repeat. And I was thinking about this yesterday when I was driving home from Colorado Springs. So I want to set the stage for you here, okay? I want you to think back. You're 16, or you're 22, or honestly, maybe you're 40 and it was yesterday, and you're in your car and there's a song that you're obsessed with and you're trying to memorize it, right? What do you do in that situation? You don't just listen to it once, right? You put it on repeat over and over and over again. You rewind the parts you mess up, you sing it wrong, you laugh, and you try again and again and again and again. And eventually, you can sing every single word in the right timing, the right rhythm, the right cadence, like it's your job, right? Even years later, you might have a song you learned like this when you were in your teens or when you were in high school, and you can still, boom, bring it right back up like clockwork, right? No lyric sheet, no anxiety, no thinking. It just lives inside of you. And I was doing this yesterday, and it had me thinking about the parallels to your health and fitness journeys, right? So, like, here's the question. What if you approached your health like you were memorizing a song for the very first time and like really doing it the right way? Because we have songs that we kind of passively memorize over time, right? But then we have those chosen few that we're like, I need to have this like downloaded into the fiber of my being. And we learn it in the way I just described, where you're just obsessively going at it for a short chunk of time, and it's just ingrained in you from then on. We all have that. So I was like, what if we did this with our health? What if we did this with our health and fitness? You guys are kind of in that loop of memorizing a song right now. And I wanted to talk to you about that today, right? Because most women that are out there, and not the ones I work with, because you guys know this, because I talk about this specific topic over and over again in different ways so that it makes sense. But most women think that progress comes from intensity. Maybe even if you're new here, you still feel like that. Maybe if you're old here, you still feel like that a little bit because that has been ingrained into us, right? They think it comes from intensity. They think it comes from finding the perfect plan and then switching routines when they get bored. But skill, real skill, is built through repetition. Your nutrition, it's a song. Your strength training, it's a song. Your sleep and steps routine, it's a song. Instead of getting frustrated because you don't get the words flawless in 3 tries, I want you to remember that proficiency takes time and repetition. Full disclosure, was memorizing just the very first opening part of Macklemore's song Chant, just because I'm like absolutely obsessed with it. I over and over and over and over again was just like laying that thing down in my car on the way home yesterday until I got it. And it took like 90 minutes probably, right? Because it's like fast speaking. Don't ask me to try to rap anything for you. It'd be really embarrassing for me. But I was digging it. I was into it and I finally got it. But it was like funny because, like the 12th time in, you got it almost right, like missed one word the 11th time, and then the 12th time you slaughter it again, right? Because things don't just happen overnight. You have to rewire your brain for it. Okay? So repetition and time is what it takes. So what if you guys, most of you, are here for 6 to 12 months? So what if in this 6 to 12 months you treated this health and fitness journey like you were 17 in your car trying to memorize Salt and Peppa's shoop, right? That's a hard one too. And I know some of you can do it word for word. So what if you approach your health and fitness journey just like that? Also, if you do have Salt and Peppa's shoop word for word, we need to do a rap swap. Just saying. Because that always impresses me every time. I can't do that. All right. So the way that you find this and the way that you're going to do this is you're going to figure out that training routine that fits into your life, right? So you have the blueprint, but just because I give you a blueprint doesn't mean like, oh, I have to do it exactly this way, right? So you have the blueprint, you're going to nestle that blueprint into your life where it fits. Okay? For training routine, you're going to find meals that you enjoy that you can repeat on Macro Stacks or Core Coach, wherever you're at. I know we have some people in different places now. You're gonna find that way that you can get your sleep and steps in on a daily basis. And all of this sifting is gonna take time. It's like those first few repetitions of that song where you're like stumbling over your words, right? And then once it fits and you know all the words, now it's just about timing and rhythm. Okay, so we're gonna get there little by little. And then once we do, we're gonna put it on repeat. Not because it's flashy, but because it works. So here is what happens neurologically when you repeat something. Okay, your brain is going to become more efficient. It predicts the next move, decision fatigue drops, and consistency increases. And that's when habits stop feeling like effort and start feeling way more automatic. And once that happens, once you feel that these habits, these new things that you're putting into your life, in place in your life, are automatic, then you can master. That's like you mastering the melody, basically, right? Like you have the words in place, you kind of have the rhythm in place, but then like once you're like, cool, I can nail this every single time, then we can try to add harmony. Not in real singing if you're me, because I am just flat all the time. There's no harmony happening with my actual voice. But in your health and fitness journey, you can add that harmony, and that is flexibility. So in this case, harmony would be like the travel week that you have coming up, and you don't panic. A stressful season, and you don't quit because you know you can ebb and flow kind of in and out of this and make adjustments to still hit some of those baseline goals even out of your normal environment. And you can have a missed workout and not spiral because you're like, oh, it's okay. I'm just going to get back on it as soon as I possibly can. So you're not fragile anymore in that case because you can roll with the punches. And your routine isn't going to shatter under pressure anymore because you practiced it enough times that it actually just lives in you. So here's my challenge for you guys, not just for this week, but for the next 6 to 12 months. I want you to approach this like you're memorizing your favorite song or a new song that might be in your top 5. All right, stop looking for a new one. Pick your song, play it on repeat, get so good at it that you could perform it at karaoke without even thinking. Okay, because women who are durable and built to last, they don't chase novelty constantly. Some novelty is good, some novelty is okay, but it doesn't need to be a consistent thing, right? We need to master the fundamentals and then put them on repeat. And then we can weave novelty in when it happens organically, when it happens expectedly or unexpectedly. And that is what durability looks like. That is what it is like to be anti-fragile. But first, you have to master the basics. That's it. That's your work for this week, the next 6 months, the next 12 months. You freaking got this. I will see you guys tomorrow for live class. Still not sure what the topic is going to be, but we're going to get it done. It's going to be good. And don't forget your check-ins on Wednesday. Bye.